Hi, beloved beings. I wanted to come to you today to talk to you about, I think it's a topic we think we understand a lot about, but we really don't, or else we would be doing things a lot differently to help our bodies. And it's healing. The term healing is very subjective, means very different things to different people. And the important thing to understand is that what we are doing with a lot of the products we use these days is not healing, it is more symptom suppression. And so, when we take things for a cold or we take things for a headache, we think that what we're doing is we're taking products that help us heal. But that's not necessarily the case, because all we're trying to do is suppress those symptoms so that we can get on with daily life. And it makes sense that we do that. I mean, obviously we want to exist and live in the world and get on with lives and our work and all the things we have in our schedule. So those can be very useful tools for us to get through the day. But we need to recognize that there's also a part of this process where our body just literally needs to heal. And that is the difference of what's going on when you use either natural products or do things that naturally help your system heal. And so we can't underestimate the value of sleep when we're looking to get through these times in our lives, whether we've contracted a cough or a cold or a fever, or we're feeling very fatigued. Quite often when we're tired, we just push through, if we just keep going, this will pass. But that's not how our body heals. One doctor said to me once, there are very important healing processes that can only happen in our sleep. And so the first thing we should be looking at is what our body needs to get better sleep, to get more sleep, to rest when we have the opportunity. It's not always about pushing through and just getting things done until the illness or the symptoms have passed. Your body wants to heal. If you want it to heal as effectively as it can, then you want to get really good sleep. The other thing that I want to point out is that a lot of times these symptoms that we have are our body healing, and that suppressing them doesn't mean that the process has gone away or isn't happening, but we need to recognize that those symptoms often help our body heal. So sometimes it's worth just letting the natural process happen. And we experience this a lot. If any of you are taking the redox molecules or have heard the science that I share so much because I'm so passionate about it, because it helps our body heal naturally, you will know that this is the case. So we talk about them as being cleansing processes or detox processes, but they are also healing processes that happen. So a lot of times people experience when they're taking these redox molecules or natural supplements or doing something to cleanse their system that they have detox-like symptoms. And really what that is your body trying to express and expel anything that is foreign to it or that doesn't serve it well from its body. But you have to remember that these have caused problems in your system. So although they might be sitting latent in your system and you don't notice a lot, it doesn't mean that they're not causing problems. So it would only make sense that once your body works to expel them, that you may be exposed to more symptoms. And so some of these things that people will notice is fatigue, headaches, dehydration, body aches, anything somewhat flu-like, just feeling that you're not focusing as well, a little foggy, dizzy, all these kind of things that are kind of your traditional annual illnesses can be experienced when you're detoxing from something that's in your body. So know that when you are often taking things that are good, that are going to eventually boost your system or help your system, that this can be what's happening. It is a natural part of the healing process. It has to happen for our bodies to heal. And as our bodies move into more healing, you can often see things such as swelling and inflammation, upset stomach, diarrhea, nausea. all of, again, sort of further into the traditional illness type symptoms can happen, but that can really mean that your body is not only expressing these things, but it's also sending signals, it's sending blood and oxygen to these areas to try and improve the healing that's going on there. In some practices, the area is actually irritated again on purpose to send the blood and healing and all the natural nervous system signals that send all the healing properties to that area, that people will actually irritate the area on purpose so that that is restarted. Because sometimes if our body needs to heal something and then we don't give it the proper time and healing, it will do what it can within time, but maybe it needs to move on to something else in your system, so it will only do what it can in the time. And so that's why it's really important that when we aren't feeling well, when we feel like something's coming on, or something's passing through our system, that we take the time to take care of ourselves, because you want your body to heal as much as it can while the signals are being sent to it to improve the area or the situation at the time. So you need to be helping your body, whether you're taking the over-the-counter products that will help us not be burdened by the symptoms as much. You still need to be doing things that help your body boost its healing and support its healing. So that can be extra water, it can be vitamins and minerals. Vitamin C is a common one we take. One of the reasons why is because it's also very detoxing. So if we're ill, we take a lot of extra vitamin C, but one of the perks is because it detoxes, it helps our system flush out that illness that our body is already trying to fight. So, warm baths and showers, herbal teas, lots of liquids, lots of rest. This doesn't just mean sleep. It can be doing really tranquil kind of things by sitting and reading a good book. It's also really important to pay attention to what energy we're being exposed to when we're ill. Are we around supportive and helpful people? Are we around positive environments? Are we having good positive thoughts and feelings even though we're feeling ill? Are we imagining ourselves in a very self-care, self-loving environment to support ourselves through it, instead of browbeating ourselves that we're not feeling well and we're not getting as much done as normal? That's not healing emotions. So whether you're going through something, and whether it's really mild and you seem to be managing it well, or whether it's something more severe, there has to be a level of self-care where you just are really trying to be gentle and supportive to yourself. I encourage people that when you're not feeling well, whether it's healing, whether you've gathered something from someone else, whether you have overdone it and you're just exhausted, that you need to be asking yourself, what do you need? And go through some of the basics, fresh air and breathing, just breathing in the sense of calming and relaxing. Water, do I need more water? Do I need more liquids? Would a bath help, or a shower, or just sitting by the water in a relaxing environment? And then, so you're looking at it as air, water, shelter. Am I comforted? Am I wearing comfortable clothes? Am I warm in my house? Am I making sure that my bedroom is a calming, relaxing, healing environment where I can get more sleep or more rest, or listening to calming music, or watching nice, either funny or relaxing kind of feel-good movies, talking to someone who supports you when you're not feeling your best, asking for help to help you just get through this short period where your body needs the healing and you just need somebody to help with your schedule. Or simply saying, no, I want to focus on just getting better first, and then knowing that what happens when you do this is you return to health faster. You can also be sure that your body has maximized the amount of healing it can do while it's in that healing mode. So you don't want to always be pushing through and prolonging it. Sometimes you just want to stop, take the time, Find out what your body needs, figure out what you can do to support it. Let the world stand still for just a little bit until you're back, and you're going to be back faster, you're going to be back stronger. And knowing that sometimes when we're healing, it has to get worse before it gets better, because that is how our body brings us around the best, the fastest, for the long term. So even when we're taking good things and doing good things for ourselves, sometimes it can actually make us really sort of back up, shut down for a little bit, do some cleansing kind of things, maybe things that accentuate some of our symptoms for a little bit. But know that if you're allowing the time for your body to heal, that's exactly what it's been doing. And only your body can tell you what it needs, when it needs it, for how long. So it's always important to really be listening. Your body wants to help you heal. Make sure you're helping it do what it wants to do.